The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17. Yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. On play action, Lance. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Claypool, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check nickel.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to air one out. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 4-yard line.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 18, Mike 18.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season, 7-1. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Yeah. You don't want to know. Mike 18. Mike 18.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Lance now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already. So this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. What's the run? They're running it. The safety cream. Shoot. Kill.
Again, it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's taken in at the 9. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. 2nd down and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lawrence And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Flushed out right. bust through the... And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance, they'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Lance buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Lawrence. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his right. Got an open man at Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it'll bring up third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
To throw, it's Lance.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Yeats Hill blows Dos Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From midfield now, Lawrence. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man at Schwartz, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27th, Lance eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
On the ready.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll go again here with Akers. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On play action, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Again, it's Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Miles Jack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Get in the weight room.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check. Jump. Man, cycle. 55, mark, 55. I'm going. Hey, back to you.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now Lawrence on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go. Check now. General West. Alpha.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and play another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Mike, 18. Silver. Kill. Check four. He's coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Check 50.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Check nickel. Undercut.
One final try now for Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cards, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin.